regain and rebuy the rights to Myst, and so Myst
Okay.
is no longer a part of Ubisoft.
Okay. Who goes there?
What the fuck are you two talking about? As ZP popped in and say, they announced Rivet remake, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I told you a week ago, and you're like, I didn't look.
Can we talk about Pissed? P-Y-S-T, the
I'm
parody
aware
game?
Of Pissed.
The parody game of Myst?
Yeah, it's right
I'm
next
not aware
to
of Pissed.
Forbes Corporate Warrior.
Bayonetta.
I'm playing Bayonetta 3. What are you fuckers doing?
God of War?
Yeah, learn about being a dad. Sad
The
dad.
only way I know how. Punching.
Yeah.
Yelling at my child.
Saying, boy.
Kratos doesn't seem like a very good dad. As of yet.
No?
Didn't he get nominated for Best Dad during Giant Bomb's?
I mean, I bet by the end of it, you'll learn that he's harsh but fair.
No, you know, maybe he'll learn a thing or two along the way.
Maybe tough love is what the boy needs.
Maybe he'll learn not to be shitty to his son.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Maybe he will learn to be not shitty to his son.
Hey guys, so what you're saying is you want to join me in Uru Live?
Oh.
No, absolutely not.
But where did you get that? No. Where did you get that idea?
Wouldn't you want to do social deduction as a multiplayer experience
That
in an
sounds like a
episodic content?
nightmare.
In an episodic format?
Is that a
social
real thing?
Yeah,
what does social deduction mean in this?
Like you're
Basically-
solving mist puzzles?
You're solving Myst puzzles cooperatively together.
Oh.
What if we did that together?
Okay, but what if I played a video game where I'm a witch with like hair clothing?
You don't actually like Bayonetta.
Or,
Anyways, so
you don't actually like Mist.
I love Myst. One of my all-time like
Hit
Myst
Myst at
actually
night.
made me get into video games. Like I got into video games because of Myst.
I'm sorry. I got into video games because my neighbors had a Nintendo.
It's a good reason to get into video games. That's why I got into video games. Neighbors had a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's not a good concept.
Yeah, absolutely nothing of value on the PlayStation.
Zero value.
Sony.
Zero value.
Unlike Myst.
Jump on this? It's everyone's
game
beloved
your
fave.
mom got with her CD-ROM drive.
No, my mom got me Ring, The Legend of the Nibelungen.
Did you actually play that game?
No.
No.
Who played? No, I played the
Mandalore
action.
Played it. And
I
he
played the
had to-
action sequel, Ring 2, Twilight of the Gods.
Ring.
Like the Nibelung Ring, like Wagner's opera.
There have been 2 video game adaptations of a Wagner opera.
We can talk about Wagner and his ties to the early fascist movement.
I thought when you said ring, it was Ringu.
No, not Ringu.
No, that's a different blog by Braden.
Yeah, that's a different thing I've played.
The interesting thing is that they can't really remake Myst 3 Exile because that was Presto.
Oh, darn.
I wonder if I wonder if they got the rights from Presto for that. That whole like we're gonna buy back Myst from Ubisoft. God damn it! Can someone do that with Might and Magic? Someone just pry
buy
the
it back
franchise
from
away
Ubisoft?
from them. Oh, I see you just literally started. So we got a dueling stream right now. Braden is literally counter-programming you, Gino.
How dare you? It's
That's
fine.
right. I am the sexy witch.
That's where everyone went.
Going. Maybe you should talk to your mother, and then I say something sassy, and then the big horrific eldritch monstrosity is like, "Ah, you're a sexy witch," and she's like, "Oh, isn't that right?"
Got
Why
a
don't
horn
you
of
go
blood mead.
Come for a spanking. And everyone on the internet's like, actually, it's feminism. And then
Is
it's okay.
your character
That was a bit of a workout.
how is the voice?
I mean, it's Jennifer Hale. She's a goddamn consummate professional.
Okay.
And it sounds just fine.
So what you're saying is I shouldn't donate to an anti-abortion charitable organization?
No, you should not donate to an anti-abortion fund based in Kentucky.
Support the
Are
Bayonetta
you
voice
sure
actress.
about that?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Kratos wants to like comfort his. He thinks maybe I should comfort my child, but then he thinks better of it.
Yeah. No, kids don't need comforting. They need to be called boy. They need to be told you are not ready.
You know what, Gina? I think I'm gonna watch the tip-off of the G League on Friday.
No, you won't, because you'll be playing fucking Alien.
Oh, fuck, right. But, God damn it.
Are you doing a stream?
Read to help Raiden torture me.
Well, Gino, for Extra Life this year,
Yeah. What are we doing, Raiden?
What are you gonna do?
we're gonna play a 4-player co-op run of Aliens Colonial Marines. Randy Pitchford's favorite game.
You know, the game that was so bad, they, like... What is it? They fucking got sued for false advertising.
Did you
And
say
then-
Randy Pitchford?
And then a
Gearbox
modder... And then a modder improved the game's artificial intelligence by correcting an error, a
In
typo
an INI
in the
file,
game.
yeah, it's good.
It turns out that the game's default AI is bad because they put in a typo in the game's code.
It's not even in the
Ooh.
code, it's in an INI file.
Ooh.
Like, that people discover this years later, like, oh, actually the reason the enemy AI is broken is because someone didn't correct this typo.
Awesome.
Hey, Gino, how easy would it be to detect something like that?
Typo in the code?
Yeah.
I mean, harder than you think. It's harder than if they like really fucked up the in an obvious way. Like your QA people should be able to do that.
Hey, why does this alien just stare blankly at a wall?
Yeah, and we need to decide whether or not we are going to fix the game or not, quote unquote.
I say we play it the way that God intended it,
The way it was
the way
shipped.
that it, yeah, the way it was shipped.
I like that. So Kratos can't read, right? This is
No.
why he's asking the boy to read everything constantly.
No, Kratos is like, what the fuck? This isn't the Greek alphabet.
Boy, I could totally read this myself, but what does it say?
Son, I mean boy. Do a thing.
Do you believe in fate?
Luca?
Boy, read me my
Fate
stories.
brought us here together, and it will
It
never
happens to
tear us
Thomas the
apart.
Tank Engine, boy.
He dies. He fucking dies.
Sick.
Just like all other weaklings.
Well, you need to tell me about Thomas the Tank Engine.
Father, I wish to know about Thomas the Tank Engine.
Boy,
There
I
once
can't
was a
read.
trait. He was a very useful
Alright,
engine.
I found the exact, I actually tracked this down, so I'm just verifying that the part of the code that I have is still fucked. So it is class remapping equal pecan game dot pecan sequent act underscore
These guys
attach
have been a
Xeno to
huge pain in the
T
ass.
to tether
Hey, how about you take care of
point game pecan
Appreciate it.
pecan game
Sit
dot
it, Sita.
pecan sequence act underscore attach pawn to tether dot.
His motto is still act
Uh,
first, think
When the
later.
A to is cut from tether, so they forgot to include the letter A in tether.
Oh, I'll
In
do it.
one of the codes, it causes the game's enemy to become far more mobile. or it causes the enemies to no longer become tethered to their normal targets. So they forgot to include the letter A to tether.
I would. Yeah, that would do it. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My mom sent me a text message. She apparently bought an Elf on the Shelf.
Did your
No.
mom go
Except,
see One Piece film Red in theaters
Only the
now?
Luca I know.
Except
Old
her
enough to
Elf
call
on the
me
Shelf
Darcy.
appears to be
Must have been
a
here
one
before
Snoop
them, too.
Dogg
Well,
smoking a
what's he doing
joint.
there?
Oh yeah.
That man will put his name on anything, and God bless him for it.
Have either of you ever watched the
Martha Stewart show.
Martha Stewart? Snoop
Goddamn
Dogg
right,
show?
I've watched the Martha Stewart show. They apparently like legitimately like each other.
Yeah, sure. They've both been to jail.
Both been to jail
That's
for a while.
actually how apparently they bonded, is that they were doing a charity cooking event together, and they just, both of them started randomly talking about what it was like to be in jail. And they're like, we should make a show together.
That's yeah, great. Snoop Dogg is a man who will go in front of
available.
a mic without fail. He will show up for a paycheck.
Now,
And-
my only
In
problem,
Shaq.
my only problem is we hold Martha Stewart to a higher standard for prosecuting her for tax evasion and insider trading rather than the Pelosi's.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. This
Fighting
yeah,
some
Bayonetta
sort of
does look
giant.
good for a Switch game. That's because sometimes the frame rate tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a way for you to toggle it to like performance mode on the Switch? Because
What do you think this is? What do you?
What do you think
Okay.
performance mode would
are
mean
you, are
in
you
this
a
context?
fucking clown over here? Are you over here being like, mister, I want a performance
ask because
mode on
I have a Switch Lite, and generally speaking, you playing those sorts of games on a Switch Lite is a bad time.
Yeah, because you have the wrong Switch, buddy. Should have called the guy. Could have hooked you up with a good
The
Switch.
Batman.
The Batman. It's the Bat.
Bat?
He's a man.
Gino,
who
have you
turned
played?
into a bat.
Have you for the podcast? Have you played either of the Batman games? Any of the Batman games?
No.
Can we? When you do that, can you just talk about like all of the fake Brooklyn accents that are in that game?
It's the
Bat?
Bat.
The Bat.
Yeah. Anyway.
You know, I was talking to the Joker about the Bat, and he was talking about how he's gonna put a bomb up the Bat's asshole. The Bat?
Damn.
Yeah.
Not the bat.
I
yeah.
talked to Harley Quinn about the Joker. She said he's a good guy. Harley Quinn?
Bat. I need to rewatch the Harley Quinn show.
It's a good show. It's a very good
I
show.
mean, Yatsu, to be fair, I bet this game is not running at higher than 720 internally. I'm sure there's a Digital Foundry video. But
I will never forget that Digital Foundry did that video in which they're like, well, actually, Halo 3 can't say it's HD because it's below 720p.
that's
Damn it.
them.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, that was them.
Fantastic.
Bat.
Yeah, no, Digital Foundry is really good if you're...
I mean, someone's got to do that thing, right?
Yeah,
like,
but
I mean,
it inspires an entire
They-
subculture of anal weirdos.
Not the
don't
kind you're
kink shame
thinking
here.
of.
Not the kind you're
That's-
thinking of.
I thought this is a no kink shame zone.
It is. It is a
You said
kink
that.
shame. You say that, but yet
said that no
you
one said
make
that.
fun of me for all of my lustful inclinations.
No,
I-
I'm just mentioning that I've never streamed anything even remotely approaching Omega Labyrinth life.
Yeah, and that's a personal flaw.
My question here is, What gave you the impression this was a no judgment zone? I feel like we've been pretty clear about judgmentalism. Ah. This guy's on fire and he makes me on fire? I don't like that. Ah. It's burning me.
Yeah, also,
Mm.
you're
Man,
just
I was
jealous
not-
because unlike you, I'm the one who actually
me.
fought the
I'm the
politically
problem.
correct Twitch bots.
Okay.
Oh, there's a treasure chest over here. I probably don't need to do this now. I probably don't need to. Seems like an after fight sort of thing. Wait, kill him with your arrows.
Meanwhile, you're over here being like, oh, what if I play another shitty adventure game? Oh, what if I played a game where you only have one item?
What if I played
and
a
also the
bad,
game kicks you in the
questionable-
balls every time you change
What if
items?
I played a bad, questionable horror game, even though it's well past October?
It's not well past October.
It's never past October.
Hi, Mika.
But speaking of October, this weekend I watched Midsommar.
Yeah.
What
Y'all
did you
watch
think
that
of-
film?
Yeah, I have. What did you think of the plot twist?
How do you feel about
Plot
Florence
twist.
Pugh? Are you like, damn, she and Olivia Wilde are beefing?
I'm mostly like, she's a good actress.
Yeah, she is.
She seems skilled.
It's a shame she's in a Marvel. She's the new
getting
Black
paid.
Widow.
No, she's getting paid.
No,
See,
what?
I don't mind that people are in Marvel movies getting paid. I do not believe in haterism.
Is that even a word?
Haterism? Yes. Really.
It's a
Just said it, so of course it's a word.
Full of tricks, aren't you?
Stop swinging all crazy.
We might need to
Yeah.
give Terry Rozier the Josh Smith Bucket Chucker Award. this
Oh
year.
yeah.
Shooting
does
9
love
from
doing
20,
that.
9 from 23 from the field, 1 for 9 on threes.
I'm nodding my head. I'm going, yeah.
Minus 15 box plus minus, by the way. Anyways,
Got items
Brayden,
from...
do you think that you have expanded your overall basketball knowledge by doing our fantasy league, or
No,
do you think that
because
it's a
I
net
don't
neutral?
understand why the numbers go up and down.
Ask me anything about why the numbers go up and down.
Am I just doing taxes? Am I just literally moving players around until the numbers go up? Is this what you fucking jocks are into?
I fucking hate
Oh.
you so much.
Not doing taxes. You want so great. Some your guards are like archers.
Uh-huh.
They get 3-pointers and they get steals because they are like thieves and archers.
Uh-huh.
Want to have a good mix, you see.
I
Gotta have a good
full
mix.
team.
You need warriors. You need warriors and you need
mages and you need
Mages.
Steph Curry.
yes, and Stephen
Who
Curry.
has Steph
yes.
Curry? Me.
Do it.
You're probably going to win 3-pointers.
Yeah. That's the thing, Stephen Curry. What that man do? Even I know
Steve
that.
Curry, as M said. Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry.
I was hoping that someone would accidentally click Seth Curry in the, just by doing a general search and get him instead of Steph in the first round.
Brayden did. Not in the first round, but didn't you get Seth Curry?
I did, and then I traded him because I guess it was counted.
That
Good
reminds
guess,
me, I
Seth
need to make some opening because apparently Jaron Jackson, or is it Jonathan Isaac, said he's going to come back soon, so I need to make Space Crayons.
Yeah, I like Jason Isaacs. He's a fun actor.
I'll probably cut either Lonnie Walker or Bones Highland. I'll probably kick Bones. I'll keep Bones because I think he might have more upside. Lonnie
Trade
Walker, I
me.
mean, fucking...
Trade me, Jamal Murray. Do it.
No, I think Jamal Murray's actually turning the corner, so no.
Want Bull
And,
Bull?
and you know it, and you know it.
Bald Bull?
You
Yeah,
want
he
Bull?
will punch out.
B, you know you want Bull Bull.
I mentioned in the basketball podcast that like what Taco Falls is like apparently doing very well for himself in China.
She did. Taco Fall, you see, Braden is 7'4". He's a very large man, but he's bad at basketball.
It was just too slow.
Very
And he
slow.
also wasn't particularly good on defense, which you would assume he would at least be okay. Boban was a better net positive on defense than
You're
him,
just
which you
making
just don't
up
want to
names, you fucking racists.
I'm not racist.
Then what explains that video you sent to Gino today?
What did you send?
The video of the Italian child being very
Oh, yes.
Italian and also a child.
I mean, that's just... It was an actual woman from Italy saying, "This is my child."
Oh, this is my child. That's what she said. PP. See what you're doing.
You already established how to not commit a racism during Halloween if I dress up as a Mario bro.
I'm the arbiter, huh?
Yeah.
It's fine, Mitt Romney dressed up as Mario. That man has never seen an ethnic group more white than Scandinavia.
Remember when Mitt Romney got outed for creating dupe accounts to boost his own Twitter?
Sure do.
And they were all like the lamest, most Mitt Romney ass bots. They're like, "Oh, I really appreciate your comment."
It's a great point you made. Let's discuss it.
Yeah, well, guess what?
I think that putting
Comedy's
a dog on
allowed
the top of your
Twitter
car.
again, guys.
I think putting a dog on top of your car is normal and good.
Anyway, so how goes
Just full of women.
the God of Wars?
I'm killing dudes and yelling at my boy. Good.
I've abandoned my child.
So which of you had seen Midsummer? Just ZP?
I have.
I'm aware of Midsummer, but like every other classy horror film, I'm like, why would I watch this?
It's a good one though. That
Yeah.
especially, it's more upsetting than it is scary. I would say. That's my take on it. I
Hey,
was definitely
Gino,
upset.
Gino, what was the stopping point for the first episode of the Final Fantasy Origins podcast?
I don't think we picked one.
Just finish the game, coward.
Oh, fuck that, dude. All this extra life horse shit, I have not done anything.
I've eaten 2 levels. I mean,
Let's cut it in half. What's the halfway point?
I don't remember.
Probably the
Check.
first or second fiend.
Probably the second fiend.
Yeah.
Okay. How long is this game?
It's like
I mean-
less than 30 hours.
It's
Okay.
much less than 30 hours.
It's
It depends
like
on how fast you play.
Yeah, it depends on if you play the game naked as like a weird flex / troll, and then wonder why you die in 2 hits.
Chivas, but I do it.
Yeah, because you're a stubborn motherfucker.
I'm straight.
Like how Gino didn't even dispute that last statement.
Oh, did I not seem stubborn?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I can press square to boy.
Yeah, you can press the boy button, which is Which is what I hear they're doing in Congress. Ah.
That. What you just said.
Yeah, that's, you see, I have great news. I too am a fun reactionary politician. Who gets mad about things I make up to make my imbecile base. Happy election day tomorrow. Mad.
Yes, for wolves.
I need to invent something to get angry at so that people will vote for me.
Raiden, just do what everyone else does. Pick women. Or the LGBTQs.
I mean, listen, in my home state, there's
That'll do
plenty
it.
of that. Don't worry.
Oh.
If you want a seething hatred of women and queer minorities, you can come to state.
Oh no! Kratos is learning.
Jesus fuck, Tyrese.
Kratos.
You know, do you think that
Kratos.
by next
he-
season... Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Kratos had a boar, or he had his boy shoot a boar just to watch it die, and then a woman's like, "This is the last. This is the last of its kind.
Yeah.
Dare you shoot him for target practice?"
Welcome to the
Yeah.
gates of hell.
We saved the boar.
That's what you that's how being a father works, Gino. Haven't you ever? Aren't you like every other game designer who's like, I have a small human in now, and as a man I don't understand.
Then you have a small child, and you're like, "Now I get it."
Yeah. And then you're like, wow, I need to make a video game about this.
I'm just gonna not even lie. I was dog sitting for a family friend, and I felt like needing to prevent them from constantly killing themselves or just doing stupid shit that would result in them dying was enough. And trying to do that for an actual human thing, I can't do it. Nope. No, thank you.
It's easy. Babies can't move that fast
Till they can move very fast.
until they can crawl.
Can we go back to the 70s when it was acceptable to put babies in cages?
Oh.
I mean, if babies in cages is my new campaign promise.
Have you not seen this? Like how back in the day people would like,
Yeah.
I'm in the park and put a cage around my child. And now
Okay,
you're just in a
but-
cage.
Have you considered that?
Call those a playpen, ZP. It's called a playpen.
Have you not
fun.
seen the windowsill cages?
Oh.
Oh, this was. How do you not know of this critically important part of your New York heritage?
Oh, look, it's a turtle. It's a big turtle.
VP
Love
being
turtles.
passive aggressive again. Oh, god damn it.
Stand by the fact that it's called a playpen.
Boy, do not touch the turtle's chin testicles.
Boy,
Boy, stop fondling
Boy.
chin testes.
being a man is sadness and suffering.
Is that?
Boy, it's important to eat your food without any spices.
If you cage
I
up your
literally
emotions,
have
you
bigger
too
fish
can.
to fry. No time for minnows.
Boy, it's important that you hold all of your feelings deep down inside until one day you die.
And then your children read your diary and realize you lived a rich emotional life, but were too scared to share it.
They read your diary, and then in there it says, I was a young boy. My father, he took me into the city to see a marching band.
Yeah.
As I've become so numb, I can't
Yeah.
feel you there.
So yeah, Bayonetta's pretty good. They're alternate universe
Okay.
Bayonettas, and this one talks with a Cockney accent. And that's
So
fun.
tell me about this new dude character that some people seem to hate.
Which dude? You mean Viola?
Yeah.
That's not a dude. She's
No,
a
I thought there
lady.
was a super controversial male character that people hated in Bayonetta.
I mean, every male character in Bayonetta sucks.
People liked cheap Joe Pesci.
What about? Do you love Luca?
Of course.
Everyone's favorite comedic relief character.
Of course.
Yeah. Luca's the character that people
Yeah.
hate.
Yeah,
in
the
this game.
Yuri Lowenthal character who is just like
I don't remember Luca.
he's
honest.
the one. Yeah, it's okay because the story in Bayonetta games is terrible and
Yeah, it's always
nonsense.
terrible.
I
It's
heard that it
just-
was especially bad this time.
Yeah, I've heard the ending of this game's bad, but I am sad that apparently the straights have stolen Bayonetta away from the queers. But on the other hand,
I was not aware of this. When did that happen?
you should really talk to M.
Bayonetta,
Do I
just like she kisses a man and goes, yes, a man. The
Yeah.
only type of person I've ever enjoyed sexually.
That is apparently not too far off.
What the fuck?
Be very funny.
Really?
This is what I have heard is, guess what? The specific kind of people getting mad about the ending of Bayonetta 3.
Finally. I'm getting mad about stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, and the people who are into queer readings of Bayonetta, it's a 1-to-1.
Wow. That's disappointing. But not
I know.
surprising.
I am angered on their behalf.
Says in chat, don't fucking spoil it. I want to be mad about it on my own time.
Okay.
So what we can do is we can click this link of baby cages in apartment complexes.
I'm not going to click on the shocking history of baby cages because I'm not shocked.
Guess what? In the 1970s, they thought putting things in gelatin was an acceptable way to make food.
I learned recently about jellied eel.
Yeah,
I like jelly eel.
that's
It's actually
because
not
you've
that
never
bad.
played Dishonored, so you've never had to pick up jellied eels to restore your health.
Jellied eels? How is...
It's
Hi.
actually pretty good. It's pine mash. There's I guess I'm not. Dude, I ate a lot of eel because there's like a lot of Japanese style eel is very good.
That is good. That's not the part that's confusing to me.
Okay, let me explain it to you this way. Eel was a cheap source of protein for lower
Yeah, it
class
was-
people.
Get my hooks into
And
you.
pie and mash was like the easiest way to do it. You had the parsley sauce, which was known as liquor, pie in a pie can, and eels. There's actually a really good video of a guy making pie and mash with jellied eels. I forget what it was. So let me see if I can find it. But yeah, it's like an ancient. It's like the oldest style of fast food in England. Pie and mash. Found the video.
It's Witch Lady.
Wish you were this witch lady.
Don't want to go there yet. I want to... There were collectibles. I want to go out the door. There were collectibles. No. No. Oh, the witch's compass.
see? Once I see something I want, it's mine.
Oh. Can I not go backward? I want to go. Yes. Okay, good. What up, witch? You seem cool.
My wife is dead. How are you?
Perfect timing.
You seem single.
Yeah, my grandfather was super into unagi donbori.
Yes,
So I ate a lot
Unagi-don's
of-
great.
Unagi don was. I ate a lot of it.
I love unagi-don. It's the jelly that's fucking me up, and also how the eel is prepared.
Well, look at you and your open-mindedness, shutting down the common man's food. See, there you go. That's
Well,
the
Gino's
elitism.
just like,
That's the
what if they talked to?
elitism.
What if they just ate lentils?
Yes.
The eels of
You'll pay
legumes.
dearly for
Yeah,
what
the
you've
weird thing
done.
about eel is that you literally have to drain the blood out because the blood of eels is poisonous.
Yeah.
Fuck up your neurology or like your nerve system.
Thanks, lady. Thank you for telling me the tale of the boar. I would like to go get the collectibles, but it would appear that I have missed my opportunity to get the collectibles. Missed the opportunity to tell my boy to read things to me. At and dark.
Was he still a good? Did you tell him he was a good boy?
No.
Oh, never.
Disapprovingly.
I asked him to fetch me a beer.
Boy. Daddy
Then
needs
watch.
3.
I said, boy, watch the football game. And he asked me how you play football, and I said, don't ask me that.
Boy, I was once I almost won a Heisman.
Oh
if
shit,
not for the
Gino,
leg
we got
injury.
breaking news for the world of the NBA.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard is officially signing with the Taoyuan Leopards in the Chinese Basketball League.
Yeah!
I'd go down easy with
They
caviar.
can get all the candy money can buy.
Oh no, wait, this is the Taiwanese Basketball League.
Oh, even better. Taiwanese Basketball League, for when you're not quite good enough for the Chinese Basketball League.
But love freedom.
Yes.
Oh shit, guess who's on his team as well? Guess
I'm
who's
gonna
on
say
the
Michael
team he's
Beasley.
going to? No, Troy Williams.
There's a name I-
Part of the Sacramento Kings for a hot second. He was the D League Slam Dunk Contest champion.
I keep swinging wildly, but it doesn't help.
That's right. He was a brief fixture of grit and grind for a bit.
Oh.
White's other American companion will be Deontay Davis. I don't remember his
I don't know. Does Taiwan have regulations about how many Americans they can have on the team? Because
I know China does.
China does. You can only have two foreign-born players. Japan, I think, does as well.
Okay, I found the player rule. Wow, they even. Wow, they're even more strict. They limit how many quarters you can play your foreign-born player. So each quarter plays 12 minutes. Each game totally plays 48 minutes. Each team can select 12 or 13 players to an active roster in each match. Okay, I'm reading down the actual Taiwanese English translation for their rules, because apparently they have weird rules for how many players, the minimum number of players you need to play for quarters. This is wild.
You have to play a certain number
Okay.
of players per quarter.
Each team can select 12 or 13 players to an active roster in each match. Each team is able to register 9 to 14 local players, 2 or 3 general import players, and 1 Type 3 player.
It's a Type 3 player.
I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. Each team is each team is able to select 2 to 3 import players, including at least 1 Type 3 player, to an active roster each match. 8 imports in 4 quarters rule. Each quarter can only have 2 import players, or 1 import player and 1 Type 3 player on the court at the same time. So you can't even play. You can only play. You max out. You can't. Wow. Okay. Type 3 player eligibility: a foreign-born but naturalized player or naturalized citizen, an Asian import player, foreign exchange students, or overseas compatriots.
How can I become an overseas compatriot?
Ready for a hot tub.
Okay.
Oh, Rick roll!
Kratos is like,
Boy, do you not know what the sea smells like? And
the boy's like, yeah, you raised me in a hovel all my life. I've never left anywhere.
Boy, you ever gone fishing round the sea, boy?
Okay. Overseas compatriots are issued to pursuant. Oh, let's say that both of your parents are Taiwanese, or from Taiwan, but you were born in the United States. You would be considered an overseas compatriot.
Kratos seems to have realized that he killed Baldur of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that's why it's called that. He's the Norse mythology. They named it after Baldur's Gate. That's where that
How is
went.
Gate? Gate is unattended now.
Okay, there are 6 teams in the Taiwanese basketball league, and they still have a play-in?
Huh. Makes the
Oh,
playoffs.
no, alternate universe
4th and 5th
Sayonara.
seeds do a play-in, whereas 1st, 2nd, and 3rd automatically get into the playoffs.
A boat. Am I in the wrong boat location?
You can explore.
Kratos, boat faster.
No boat, however, you damn well please.
So, Gino, what have
Yes?
you learned about AAA video games?
Fine.
You're like, wow.
What's it like to be a normie?
Yeah, what's it like to play games that millions of people enjoy?
No,
As
honestly, I
opposed
was
to
kind
the
of
games that
expecting
millions
more.
of people enjoy that you already play.
Kind of expected more.
That's your
Hearing how people have spoken of this game, I kind of expected more. It's fine so far.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a sad black maid for it.
I mean, that's not it.
What,
I
why
just
aren't
meant
the
like,
combat animations 3 minutes
You will
long?
be avenged, I swear it.
Where are the cards, god
So
damn
will
it?
Sean.
Where are the roguelike mechanics that force me to play it over and over again?
Why can't I throw any 3-pointers?
that'd be dope. Why can't I throw any 3-pointers?
Because
Saying that like
busy
it's a bad
throwing
thing.
the axe in dudes' skulls and then punching them.
Could have said Kobe and then threw the axe. I brought this up earlier on the stream. It would be better if he went Kobe and then
Okay.
downtown.
question is, which mythology will
Murder next.
Kratos murder next? Will they
Japanese?
inevitably do another
I
resoft
take it your
boot
singularity.
of God of War in, let's say, 4 to 5 years?
Is David Jaffe still highly problematic?
Yes, David Jaffe is
Yes.
still whining on YouTube for an
But you'll
audience
go
of
through
3
hell
people.
trying to
He's
break
not worth
mine.
talking about.
Oh.
Man burnt every single bridge in the games industry. Anyway, this is cool. This is metal. Bayonetta just ripped out her own heart.
What did the thing say? I didn't. We were too busy quipping. I didn't hear what the runes said.
The runes say there's probably a switch somewhere.
Oh, we're fighting a big god thing. Uh-oh, it's got an eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm fighting the world serpent.
Yeah. That's cute. I'm having a Bayonetta kaiju battle.
That's what I'm doing too, as
No,
well.
you aren't. Kratos isn't a big kaiju.
Boy really likes the world serpent. It speaks. It's friendly.
Ugh.
Like it's just doing Godzilla.
World serpent or your game?
No, my game. I'm playing a real video game over here. For real gamers, not like
Braden. You're on a
Normals out
podcast
there.
network. Braden?
Yeah.
Braden.
yes.
You're on. We record a podcast where the next game that we're going to do is Legacy of the Wizard.
Yeah.
Better known as Dragon Slayer 4
Drazzle.
Drazzle Family. Drazzle Family.
It's a Drazzle.
Gino, I want you to guess how they spell Drazzle Family. Just spell Drazzle for me.
Erazyl.
DRSLE Family. Drazzle Family. We gotta control Exum, the woodcutter, the head of the Drazzle family, married to Mena, spelled Meyna, with their son Roas, Roas, and then their daughter Lily, spelled Lyll.
What is this from?
This is the Dragon Slayer franchise.
Yeah, Drazzle family.
Dragon Slayer. That's what?
Oh, I'm
That
sorry.
like Demon Slayer?
I'm sorry that you didn't pay attention to the Square Enix legendary JRPG franchises. You'd never dabbled in Nihon Falcom, and you probably should have. I'm sorry you
know
didn't
what
play
you're saying
Faxanadu. You didn't play Dragon Slayer Gaiden, Dragon Slayer 2 Xanadu, which led to the spin-off Faxanadu, which is actually a really good game. I would love to play Faxanadu for the podcast. That might be one of my favorite action role-playing games of that era.
That's good to know.
And then you have, I don't know, Trails in the Sky, goddammit, Yeast,
Never heard of it.
Sorcerian,
Code Geass?
Yeah, Code
Yeast,
Geass.
what
Yeah.
Yeast?
East.
The Legend of Heroes.
Kind of like Heroes.
None
get a
of these
legend.
are Final Fantasy. I don't understand.
Maybe you remember the most recent Yeast 9 Monstrum Nox.
East 9's
Oh,
good.
no, I don't remember that.
East 9 is good.
And didn't they do like a weird like reboot of Xanadu called Tokyo Xanadu, but
yeah,
it wasn't
Tokyo Xanadu.
actually
Yeah.
it wasn't actually a Xanadu spinoff, or it wasn't a continuation of Xanadu. It was like weird modern Japan shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. Just make Fact Xanadu 2.
Kratos just
Although, I mean, I've heard tales of Xanadu Next for the what was it? The N-Gage and Windows. Have you heard of Xanadu Next? They made an N-Gage exclusive Xanadu game that they later ported to Steam.
Sure.
only Xanadu I recognize
Is in Kublai
is the
Khan
large
and Xanadu.
defunct amusement park. Oh, there's a large defunct amusement park. I guess it's not defunct anymore. I think they rebranded. It's they were building something outside the Meadowlands where the Giants play.
Yeah, the American Dream Meadowlands.
That's it, the American Dream. It was Xanadu a long time, and it was just an abandoned mall, basically, that was just there for 10 years or something, unmoved.
Didn't they? I seem to recall that. Didn't they? Yeah, I seem to recall reading about the reboot for the. Right. So they turned it into Nickelodeon Universe. Right. So now it's a Nickelodeon-themed amusement park. Right. Because the other one's in Mall of America, and the other one's in the Meadowlands. I was thinking about going there to do a trip because they've got a Eurofighter roller coaster. I've heard mixed opinions about, but I've also not ridden a lot of Eurofighters.
This is a Eurofighter.
They're traditionally from the manufacturer Gerstlauer, and a Eurofighter is basically, it has a beyond 90-degree drop after a vertical lift hill. And you're in kind of like a toboggan-like vehicle thing.
Would be a very good game.
So it's a steel coaster. It's just really known for its beyond vertical drop and then having angles greater than 90 degrees. They sometimes have like the chain lifts, although there are a couple that have LSMs, linear motion, magnet-based launches. Why did I get a dingle dongle? Oh. Here. Let me drop a link to a Eurofighter so that you guys know what that is.
Is a Eurofighter a fighting game made in Europe?
No, he just explained it's a very weird
I know.
outfit.
He's talking. Yes. And soon he's gonna start yelling about roller coasters.
He was already yelling about roller coasters. Just over there, not even getting yelled at.
Yeah, how about I send you a video of Takabisha?
What did you call me?
I'm sorry that I'm an enthusiast for like a hobby. I don't make fun of your guys' hobbies. You don't have to make fun.
Yeah,
of
because
I can't even finish that sentence because I do make
You
fun
do.
of your guys' hobbies.
You do all the time.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you do.
Eurofighter roller coaster.
Did a whole video thing about your hobby.
Let's get down to business.
Ay.
Remember when we played Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Non-stop for like 6 hours.
For a while. Yeah. You can get fancy pommels for my axe. No, I can't afford to give Atreus better armor.
it's fine. He doesn't need it.
Oh, that's enough.
He needs to tough it out.
Tough enough, he's fine.
When I was your age, I did not wear armor.
I was your age. I was covering myself in the ashes of my wife.
My dead wife and child, who I killed in a blood rage.
He killed them in a blood rage.
Yes.
I thought they were killed by the gods.
No, he killed
It was
them.
in a blood
That's
rage.
That's
That's like the major plot thing of 1 and 2 is that
The-
he murders his own family.
the concept of a Greek tragedy.
Damn homunculi beat me to the
Except also, remember the weird part where you could have sex with ladies in the first game and
Hell
it was
yeah.
a mini game?
And the second game.
The third game.
And the third game. And the PSP
While
The
game.
PSP game.
Front door, I'll make my way in from above.
Now
I
get to play
swear
it
to God, I
shower.
heard something about how, like, the people who are now responsible for God of War saying that, yeah, you know, being able to do our own thing, and then it was, like, heavily implied, like, being able to do our own thing without David Jaffe has been really liberating,
Yeah.
but they're not going to say David Jaffe. But
It's-
also, like, totally, like, it's been really good to have a lot more creative freedom. Like, they put a lot of emphasis on, we feel creatively free.
What if Kratos got the bone chicks?
Nah,
Hey,
David Jaffe,
I made Twisted Metal. And Mickey Mania.
Didn't you make a weird, like, Sweet Tooth was like a child rapist for an entire, like, plot arc, and that was really awkward?
It's upsetting, that what you just said.
Yeah, that sounds right. Anyway.
Didn't like that.
But it was edgy. Remember the whole thing where David
No,
Jaffe
I
got a
didn't
machine
own
gun?
Twisted Metal Black.
Remember when David Jaffe bought a machine gun and gave people permission to shoot up a fucking ice cream truck
Sure, that sounds like something he would have done.
using live rounds?
I don't, but I believe you.
David Jaffe, huh?
Anyway, this sequence Bayonetta is cool and stylish.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it here.
Yeah.
Raid Braden.
Yeah.
Raiden.
Raiden.
Yeah.
One sec, I'm gonna unlock a skill first.
When you open up your hole, you open up your soul. Oh. So yeah, Gino, just give me a good stopping point. I haven't done any progress.
After you kill the second fiend.
How long is that going to take me?
Seems the hotline has been disconnected.
10 hours? 12 hours?
This is no means.
Again, depends on how good you are at the game.
Let's go with 15 hours.
Probably in that range.
Why is Louis C.K. trending on Twitter?
Don't
Oh,
Hope
fuck.
it's-
Why am I
I
still
hope it's not bad.
don't look it up. You don't
Okay.
need to know
Then
this.
I'll take
I
care
kinda
of these
need to know
bastards.
this.
No, you don't.
You don't. You don't. Thanks, everyone.
Here, thanks everyone. You don't
Rated
need to know it.
Braden.
Raid
My
me.
stream is going bye-bye. Bye.
I'm going to watch Braden.
For it, you've been rated. I'm gonna
Alright,
go
go
do
to
dishes
sleep,
or
eat
something.
food, do dishes.
Look, it's like elevator action.
dishes.
No, this part of the minigame in Bayonetta.
Oh, this part of Bayonetta. Okay. It's like doing dishes is not like elevator action. Bye.
Alright.
Amateurs.
This looks kind of annoying.
You look kind of annoying.
Easy. Good night.
Why is everything all jazzy jazz weird looking? So yeah, I think the overall sentiment has been like this is a fun playing game, but also the
People are
story's bad.
disappointed by the story. Guess what? I don't care. I skip the cutscenes in every Bayonetta game after I watch it after I play through it the first time. Like, I don't know. I understand that sexy librarian witch mommy resonates with people, and to them I say, go with God.
I can use this.
But I find all of the cutscenes in Bayonetta just
Bad.
it's just like goofy nonsense. It's not bad. It's just silly.
I just think I find it a little too over the top. It's like, you put
Hold on, I
weird
gotta
shit on the
pause.
screen for jokes. That's the joke.
The joke is that it's over the top and wacky. And I'm over here being like, what about the air juggles? Tell me about
I bet
the air
that big thing. I bet that big thing. You're gonna have to fight it, and it's a boss battle.
No, that's like a regular enemy type.
Oh, okay. I only have ever played the first Bayonetta.
Yeah. And whose fault is that?
I think I've honestly played more Bayonetta through Smash than the actual Bayonetta games. You got real quiet when I said that.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. She's pretty good in Smash.
Why does this ring go purple?
That's called witch time. When
So it's like quick time, but you're a witch? Why are
I'm
you going
beginning
into
to
those weird
doubt
closets?
It's Bayonetta's down B in Super Smash Brothers. You rube.
I press the buttons to do the Bayonetta thing, but I don't...
When you dodge an attack at the last second,
Oh,
it does
right.
the slow-mo.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's different here than in Smash.
Here's the doctor, Nutrients.
I'm- You are that YouTuber who's like, what the fuck's a Ryu?
I don't play fighting games, except Smash.
That's not a fighting game.
Yes, it is. We don't need to be gateway people. Gatekeepers.
I can do what I want, nerd. I'm saying the Smash Bros. Community
Pretty
is too
shitty.
busy
I can tell
preying
you,
on underage
members. They're not great. They're not great people. No from personal experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got bad news. Project M is now in the Twitch database.
Fucking whatever. I don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
Easy. Good night. Now, you are just in the way. Easy. Amateurs.
But yeah.
Those distant, hear
Bayonetta's
the
good.
sound. Those close by, see. the
And they don't make many of these
evildoers.
sorts of games.
Fear final justice.
No, they don't.
Platinum Knight has arrived
Well, I
to
mean-
defend the weak and innocent. QTJ is here.
And then she just did a henshin thing. Cause video games are good.
Perfect. Now.
So,
Easy. Good night.
what are you excited about?
Other than Riven.
Just in
Other
the way.
than a remake of a
Now that's a
game
refreshing
from
combo.
1997.
You've been excited for remakes, so I don't understand why you're judgy.
I'm talking about. I've never been excited for a remake.
Says the person who really likes CRPG remakes.
What CRPG remake?
I hope this Dr.
Let me
Sigurd
type it
managed
into
to clear
Google.
trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, there's kind of a bit of a dark history of like CRPGs getting remade and it being dog shit.
People were
Oh no,
really
Shadowrun. Shadowrun.
That's not a
Shadowrun.
remake.
It's a reboot.
Yeah, that's not a remake.
The enhanced editions for
That's not a
Oh.
remake. That's a remaster.
no, the enhanced editions for Baldur's Gate. They're
Those
totally.
are It's the
They're not
same game.
remasters.
It is the same game. It is not a remake.
Oh, okay. So we're defining like remake like Final Fantasy VII levels of a remake.
Yes.
Ah, shit, dog. Yeah, there's like almost none of those in the world
Yeah.
of CRPGs.
Like in my mind, a remake has to be a fundamentally different game.
Okay. There was that fan mod for Eye of the Beholder that was made in Unreal. And I'm pretty sure that got taken down. Would you count Wasteland, like these new Wasteland games, as a remaster?
No, they're sequels.
No, but there was that Wasteland 1 remastered.
Yeah, that was a,
No time to relax.
that's a
I
remake
see.
of Wasteland 1, or at least a remaster. Because I guess it is the
Um,
same game mechanically.
Yeah, that seems to be a bit of more of a... Well, I mean, if I really want to be pedantic, I could say like early Wizardry and Might and Magic games that moved from EGA to VGA.
Consoles.
Yeah. No, just like having more colors in like VGA ports of PC
Yeah.
games that were running monochrome.
Do you feel good about saying that out loud?
Yeah, kind of. You really don't consider Shadowrun Returns, like those Shadowrun games, as like remakes
No,
or remasters?
they're totally different games. They are not the remake of the SNES or the Genesis Shadowrun. It's not
That's
the
a
same game.
game-
It's not trying to tell the same story. It's not giving the player the same experience for a whole new generation.
I bet that Genesis Shadowrun game does not hold up.
Probably not.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and say it does not.
That's I'm gonna say it probably doesn't.
I'll never forget one of my favorite things, ever, is I remember when PC Mag reviewed The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim,
Yeah.
and in the con section it said no multiplayer.
Yeah. An entirely reasonable thing to put in a Skyrim review.
No multiplayer.
When I think about things I want from Skyrim, I say, what if it was a massively multiplayer online RPG?
Which they eventually did do.
Yep, and then it was delivered to me.
And it was okay.
I got these fucking dope yo-yo skates.
I guess, Mass Effect Legendary Edition
That's a
apparently
remaster.
got there. That's a remaster, right?
Yes, because
Wait,
it
are we
is the
doing
same
remasters
game
or
with
remakes?
better graphic. It is
Well,
not
they're
a fun...
gonna do The Witcher.
That sounds like a full-on remake, because you know they ain't gonna keep it in the Aurora engine. Remember how The Witcher 1 is in this weird hacked together version of the Neverwinter Nights 1 engine?
Boob cards.
Boob cards.
They can't put the boob cards in the game.
They shouldn't.
I look forward to those corners of the internet getting angry that they didn't put the boob cards in.
You don't need to pay attention to them.
But I kind of do.
No, you don't. They're not worth your time. Like, guess
they
people,
kind of...
people are going to make disingenuous arguments about, like, oh, boob small, no boob, oh, they're censoring boob. When they really want to say is, I would like my media to demean women in the way that I have been taught to accept as good and valorous. Because I hate women. And then...
I mean, I hate myself, therefore I should hate women, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that. Congratulations, you're a man. In the contemporary 21st century. And now you need to get on a message board and blame your sadness on women and minorities. It's like, oh, they're censoring Bayonetta.
This stream really
Okay,
went places.
good. Congratulations, there. I summed it up for you. Is there anything more insightful than that? No? They're censoring the boob cards in The Witcher.
Why is the camera all
they've
fucked
given
up?
up to the woke mob.
Mercilessly me, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, right, I did hear about you needing to find your cat alive in this game. Hey, have you been following how it turns out that Sonic Frontiers might just be okay to good?
I appreciate that the review scores are all over the place, which means it might be good. If nothing else, you can, there is a DLC in Japan and not in the United States where you can get Korone's shoes and then she makes the Sonic noises if you have the shoes equipped. And it seems amazing. So of course you can't get it in the US. You should look at that video I posted in the Discord.
That blue figure really did look like Ramiel from Eva.
Yeah.
Still probably one of the best Eva monsters, or the
Yeah.
most iconic. Other than the entire end of Evangelion, like bullshit.
Oh look, it's like a weird semi-open thing.
Like Sonic Frontiers?
Yeah, like Sonic Frontiers. I found a key. I used it to open this secret.
I've been debating, do I actually want to spend the money to get Star Ocean? And I can't...
In order to support Tri-Ace.
I can't, in good conscience, buy that game for $60.
Because you know it's going to be 40 in a month.
I know it's going to be 40 in a month, and I also know even if I buy it at 40, it's still probably not going to be worth it.
I hear it's good!
I hear it's totally fine, but also... I hear it's, like, super small for a Star Ocean game.
You were just complaining about...
I know.
video games.
I'm just saying that, like, if I was a studio that was on the verge of bankruptcy and
Yeah.
shuttering forever, I would go balls to the wall crazy.
Maybe
right?
this is all they could do.
Maybe they only have a skeleton squad.
Because their
keeping that...
terrible gacha game failed. Because Gino didn't get addicted to it.
I was under the impression, like, one of their gacha games did okay, and then they doubled down on gacha games, and they all tanked. Live by the gacha, die by the gacha.
I was explaining to someone in Discord that I'm the wrong person to ask about Sonic the Hedgehog games, because at this point I'm so irony poisoned that, like...
I wonder if the bar is literally so low that a Sonic game that's kind of interesting or taking risks mechanically
Looking for someone with more
just
bite?
gets by.
For what it's worth,
Do it.
I think Sonic games have been very ambitious because they're trying so many different fucking things. And it usually blows up in their face. Like Sonic Lost World is... They tried to make a Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, but it's bad.
I need to play more.
Some people defended that game when it came out. Ah, this hurts my eyes. I'm not gonna lie. This whole purple shit.
I'm in the realm between realms.
I don't like it. It
The
hurts my
purple
eyes.
realm.
I mean, Bayonetta does have a lot of purple.
And because I had Bayonetta 2 save data on my Switch, I got her guns from Bayonetta 2. And it's her moveset from Bayonetta 2. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. It's just like the video game, Bayonetta 2.
Mm.
And
People say good things about Bayonetta 2.
yeah,
I
you
wonder
should,
what
yeah.
alternate reality awaits
One
me
might
this
say
time.
it's the best game of 2014.
Yeah, what else came out in 2014?
Shadow of Mordor.
Oh yeah, I think I was playing more Shadow of Mordor.
And anyway, it looks like now we're on the Great Wall of China.
2014 video games. Dark Souls 2.
The
Diablo
original
3.
release of Divinity Original Sin.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah. Bayonetta is all better than all of those.
Wolfenstein The New Order.
That game's alright, except for the part where you play it.
Simply astounding.
The Evil Within.
Yeah.
Forza Horizon 2 would have been probably my candidate for Game of the Year. I played a lot of
Yes,
Forza Horizon 2.
And I prefer not to waste that time on your
I played a
lectures.
lot of Forza Horizon
Yeah. It's no Forza Horizon 3.
2. Sunset Overdrive. Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah.
Rayman Legend.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5. The Last of Us Remastered.
They must be well trained to fight so fearlessly. I feel a bit inspired to take up arms myself.
Oh, the Western release of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2.
It's a
Yeah.
thoroughly unappealing sight.
Yep.
Yeah. Not a whole lot in 2014.
When I'm done with you, we should
Child of Light.
Wizard's love tap.
Out of the Park Baseball. Metro Redux. That was the year when Amazon bought Twitch for $1 billion. Anyways, the original Android release of Final Fantasy games.
Oh, those things.
Still on those
Love the
copies,
mobile
they're-
versions of Final Fantasy.
They're gonna have to rip them from my cold dead hands. I got them.
Yep. Despite the fact that the Pixel Remaster is now the definitive version of most of those games.
2014 was the release of the last decent Might and Magic game.
Yep. Trying to remember, Might and Magic Heroes 7 was 2017, I think. 2016.
I did not like that game.
I
so
have still
I'm gonna give
never
I'm
played
gonna
it more than a few
I'm gonna
hours.
give it to Might and Magic 10 Legacy
Yeah.
as the last good thing to bear that name.
Yeah. I would be interested in revisiting it because I really liked it at the time, but that was also like there's nothing else.
I bet that does that do you bet I bet that 10 has a huge fan patch that like
I bet it doesn't.
you bet it doesn't?
No, because
That game came and went.
that game came and went, and it did not inspire fervor amongst the fans. Fervor amongst the fans. My new
Oh right, there were a
podcast.
bunch of the Wolf Among Us adventure games were coming out in 2014.
Yeah, The Wolf Among Us. Good beginning, good ending. Everything else is bad.
Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc.
That's right. Danganronpa came over in 2014, and I believe Danganronpa 2 came like 6 months later in the States. That's one of those things that I
Non-Japan release of Lightning Returns.
That's one of those things that I find very interesting. Is like Danganronpa is one of those games that basically only came to the U.S. because people got super into it on like Something Awful,
Right.
and the fan translation and shit.
That failed reboot of Strider.
Well, the studio who made the Strider reboot, weren't they the ones who got bought by Amazon?
Yeah. They were. Jeff Rude's favorite game ever made, Loco Cycle.
Does he actually like that game?
No, he thinks it's one of the worst, most racist things he's ever played.
I bet it is. I don't know. Twisted Pixel made like 2 good games. And it's Splosion Man and Ms. Splosion Man.
I thought the Captain Smiley thing that they did was okay. What was it? I forget.
And then some of the people left to do No Goblin, and they made 100-foot robot golf. The true Loco Cycle of its era. Also, look at this. Look at this ridiculous eye patch chainsaw train alt Chinese Bayonetta.
Our true enemy lies ahead. Leave this beast to my servant.
Huh.
Follow me.
I love video games. She's flying a demon train in the sky. War Train Guon.
Oh, we have the Braden will apologize for this game, but Thief 2014.
I was depressed. I mean,
Okay,
to be fair,
Hideaki
I'm
Anno.
always depressed.
Okay, Anno.
Yeah.
Let's just see.
Well, listen, I just need my big titty glasses girl, and then I will be fine. That's what Evangelion taught me.
Stoke the flames.
Oh,
There's nothing
shit!
worse than unwanted
This
guests
is-
taking root. I'll just have to stamp you all out at once.
Oh, this is very silly. Oh,
This is dumb.
you can summon the spirit train. The spirit tracks,
It's
if you will.
basically like Tron, right? Like,
And then you go
Yeah,
bop,
this-
bop, 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 bop.
are you having a good time?
Yes. Like, I'm sincerely glad this game is good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Ah, you missed that one.
yeah,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
yeah. Oh, I see.
Stoke the flames.
It's like Snake, but you just keep shooting. Oh, this is very good.
Ready?
They sure do enjoy putting like weird shit in their games.
Stoke the flames.
You know, maybe there was something to Tommy Tallarico saying there's porn on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean,
Stoke the flames.
you can buy Mary Skelter on the Switch.
Stoke the flames. Unleash it.
Somehow, Nintendo having higher standards against nudity and distressing content than Steam, or lower standards than Steam, is a world that we live in now.
Well, I'm still waiting for the fan patch for Chaos Head to come out, because I guess there are fan patches for all of those science adventure games. That's like, hey, unlike the underpaid translators who didn't have enough time, we have all the time in the world, so we're gonna accurately translate these games and make sure the terminology is consistent between them. And then I'll play Chaos Head and be like,
Reminds
oh,
me, like, Bowl of Lentils, like, annotated source book of these are all the sources I used to make this video is pretty good.
yeah, I need to watch the one that he just put out about Leaf,
The history of Leaf.
because Bowl of Lentils, good people, shout out.
Apparently, part of that fan translation team that got hit by Nihon Falcom.
Sure.
Oh, this is very good. Now I get what the train shit is all about.
Yeah.
This is very fucking good.
Yeah, no, I summoned the train and it drops a train on it.
This is very fucking good. And you have to line it up so as that you get all parts of the body.
Yeah,
Ready
maybe.
It's like an Ouroboros.
Or I'll just turn into a boob spider and send fire everywhere.
Ah. I mean, that'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. People who think that there's like some sort of like deeper meaning to Bayonetta, like no.
Listen, I'm glad that people have, you know, like, things about Bayonetta resonate with people on more than just like a surface level of like, their juggles are good.
I'm more or less aligned with when you look at the track record of this developer when it comes to that, like, no. Like, if they hit, it's, like, purely incidental.
Yeah.
They made a sexy librarian lady.
Because Kamiya
They made her
likes sexy
do-
librarian lady.
Because Kamiya likes sexy
He
librarian
loves two
ladies.
things in this world: Space Harrier and sexy librarian ladies. And he put both in Bayonetta. And since he has not directed the later ones, there is less Space Harrier in them. But it's okay, because the Wonderful 101, I believe, has a very long Space Harrier sequence.
Is that on Jeff Rude's Space Harrier ranking?
Should be. I will admit, I played the Wonderful 101 on the Wii U for a few hours and said, this doesn't seem that good.
Yeah, I know.
You ever think about how people backed that Kickstarter and then it sold exactly 0 copies beyond what it made at the Kickstarter? Almost as if these sorts of games have a very specific audience. Oh, I gotta get this cat. If I get the cat, I get things.
I'm getting an ad.
Okay. Vaping can deliver toxic metal like nickel and lead in your lungs. That's metal in your lungs. And then you get an ad
he
Papa
does not.
John's.
He does not seem to be aware that Wonderful 101 has a Space Harrier level.
I'm pretty sure it does, because it's a Kamiya game. Remember Scalebound?
Yeah. Apparently, he
Apparent-
brings that up from time to time whenever he's in negotiations with Microsoft. He's like, hey, I want to make that game.
And they're like, yeah, it wasn't going real well.
It's like,
And
yeah,
so they repurposed some of the tech from Scalebound in this game. Like the summoning big demon shit, that is apparently straight out of Scalebound.
I'm just going to say, every single time they demoed that game, it looked bad.
Yeah, almost as if it should have been canceled. There was a reason
Yeah.
why it was canceled. And I understand, given how...
Sometimes lack of discipline with this studio.
Yeah, well, alas, Babylon's fall, who hardly knew ye.
Like, sometimes... Platinum picks and chooses which projects they give a shit about.
Yeah.
And you can tell when you are... I bet Microsoft kind of figured out, yeah, we're your B project, aren't we?
Well,
no.
No, I think it was an A project, because Kamiya himself was directing it.
Yeah, well,
It wasn't,
we will never...
It wasn't fucking Legend of Korra. Dear
Yeah.
Lord, that game.
Oh, you should play that for dubious third-person action games.
The Wheel of Dubious character action games,
Yeah.
a real thing that I have really thought about making. Yes.
To
Get a
clarify,
copy of
I've already played...
X-Blades,
yeah.
Get
X-Blade.
Yaiba
Oh,
Ninja
they
Gaiden
made 2 of
Z.
those. They made
Yeah.
2 X-Blade games,
Yeah, they
didn't
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Like,
remember when people were talking about the first X-Blade game because it had Booby Lady.
Yeah, listen, I understand. How many? You know, there's such a dearth of
That
character action
360
games where,
PS3
yes.
era with Booby Lady, right?
there's such a dearth of character action games with ladies that are scantily clad with big bazoongers. I can't think of any on the Xbox 360. Definitely not.
Oonga boonga, I want sex. Right, on the cover. Anyways, yeah. Boy. Mediocre character action games.
Yeah, Ninja Blade, Let's see. X-Blades, Ninja Blade, Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden
Yaiba. Anything Itagaki has touched, just being kicked out of. Yeah.
Alas, a Wii U only game. If only there was a way to play Wii U games.
Team Ninja basically saying, yeah, we had to get him out of here. Fucking holy shit. And then they
Yeah.
immediately revived their entire team after they kicked him to the curb. It's
Well,
kind of amazing.
first they made Ninja Gaiden 3.
But,
Then they made Neo.
yeah, they quickly reinvented themselves.
Pure
After they
Platinum,
kicked him to-
baby. Playing this game well is so... Unlike Bayonetta 1, where playing that game well is an exercise in pain and frustration.
Remember when they advertised being able to play that game with one hand? I remember that because
Yeah,
people keep mentioning that whenever when I had my arm injury, and I asked for games that I could play with one hand. Bayonetta 1 was like an immediate recommendation.
Yeah, because there's the simple mode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, weird. This
There are a
character
lot of
action
them.
game, yeah. This character action game kind of had a weird period where it seemed like they were dying, and then they very quickly reinvented themselves, and now they are very popular.
They're only a handful every few years, though. It's not like these things coming out in bulk. It's like there's one every few years. Because the last one was DMC 5.
Which was good.
Yeah. Remember when they did a Capcom thing, and then they
Yeah.
didn't announce Dragon's Dogma 2 because they wanted to save it for an announcement for an announcement?
Man,
I
I
love
mean,
Japanese companies.
when we play Dragon's Dogma, there's a lot to be said about Dragon's Dogma versus Dark Arisen versus like how that game,
Playing
the
that game
base
on
vanilla,
PC.
yeah, the vanilla game, just like realizing it has a story at the fucking last boss battle. And then it's like, oh yeah, if you want the rest of the story, coming up, but not here.
And then, yeah, then there's the Dragon's Dogma anime, which is apparently one of the more wretched pieces of shit.
Oh man, I want to watch that. I really do. I really do want to watch the Dragon's Dogma anime.
Oh, do you also like stabbing your balls with a fork?
I mean, this is a no kink shame zone. We keep talking
fair.
about this. No, I've just heard so much about that game, that
I
anime.
hear
in
it. I hear
particular.
it as like hateful in a way that.
I hear that there's like weird, awkward sex scenes.
Yes, because when I think of Dragon's Dogma,
Yeah. But anyway,
yeah,
that dude's new outfit looks ridiculous.
which new outfit? Oh,
I don't know what Chop's
Which-
just talking about.
Donde, Tamiya, Itsuno, Dragon Dogma.
Let's go to Kokomo.
Are you excited for Netflix making a live-action Gears of War movie and also an adult animation, because we haven't had enough of those.
Considering what they ended up doing with the Halo show, I'm all for it. Like, if Marcus Phoenix fucks, let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yes, this is what I want in my life, is
Yeah.
I need to hear about Marcus Phoenix's tragic backstory.
Let Marcus Phoenix fuck.
Marcus
Or
Phoenix
bust
has
a nut.
fucked, canonically.
Canonically, yeah.
He has a son. Dipshit.
Anya!
His
Deeply
son,
explore
JD
his
Phoenix,
relationship with
the
Anya.
character no one who was tapped to be the new protagonist and was so disliked
Remember...
that you have the opportunity to kill him off in
God.
Gears 5.
Yeah. Remember all of the stuff with the Queen and, like, Marcus Phoenix's mom?
Dad, you mean?
Dad, yeah. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I try
They
not
really-
to.
They really, thought they were telling a story with that stuff and then realized, this is bad.
Hey, you know, the part in Gears 3 where it plays Mad World sadly as Dom dies is the funniest thing I have seen in a video
no.
game.
It's not just that when Dom dies, it's also like all of the stuff with Dom's wife.
Yeah.
Remember that stuff?
Yeah.
And how, like, earnest they believe that they're telling a really good story.
Or at the very least, just like, yeah, no, this is all video gamers can accept.
And then
They
they
don't
did the
want-
Mad World. The Mad World trailer also, right? Like,
The Mad
remember
World
when that
trailer is important because
Battlefield Bad Company 1 made fun of the Mad World trailer.
yeah, because it's really funny.
I miss Battlefield Bad Company.
You miss Battlefield being a viable competitor to Call of Duty.
Bad Company was really good.
You miss Battlefield being viable, for that matter.
I do wonder if you could make like a we're being goofy soldiers during a time of war, like as a story. I wonder if you could even do that anymore.
You absolutely do. Because it's basically just Call of Duty with the irony turned up.
God, you really could make a Bad Company game these days, because
Like,
Call of Duty is so serious. They really don't want you to think back to the fact that they had a huge plotline in Call of Duty where Kevin Spacey was the villain, and he was framed as a well-intentioned extremist.
just like in real life, Kevin Spacey is the villain.
Yeah, remember when they made a Call of Duty that was basically House of Cards?
Yeah, I'm glad that man doesn't seem to be getting any acting opportunities.
Oh, he
'cause
totally
seems
is,
like a
but it's
heinous
like,
monster.
he's getting opportunities. He was in a, like a movie that nobody watched, but like people are giving him jobs.
Sure. But not like real. Remember how the All the Money in the World movie, they straight up replaced him with Christopher Plummer and just reshot all of those scenes and put out the
Well,
movie
I
like a
remember-
month late?
I remember that they did the rebooted Deadwood the movie, and they still had Jeffrey Jones replay his character, like the Jeffrey Jones actual pled no guilty or no contest to soliciting sex to a minor.
Yeah. Oh look. It's Viola. I'm saying that actually the Hollywood liberal elite are evil and are probably all pedophiles, and we should
It's all in the pizza place.
yeah, we should
Oh, right.
focus
This
our
is the character
energies
that everybody.
doing that, and not on like, and use that as a smokescreen to make life miserable for people who aren't super rich and awful.
You poor thing. Something about you just pokes at my soft side. So dark. Walls closing in. Help. Hey, Bayonetta. Glad you're okay.
This is a lot.
Yeah,
Bad guy.
yeah. That's every cutscene in this game.
So this is the character that everyone hates, right?
I know Dan doesn't like her, but that's because I believe Viola is basically a dork who tries hard to be cool, and you know I feel like he might feel something
What was that?
about that kind of character archetype. You know,
Hey, don't get it twisted, okay? I'm definitely not horribly claustrophobic at all. Got it? Do we really need to talk about that right now? We're kind of busy here. So close. Lock off! Lock off! Bulldog! My turn! Bingo! Bulldog! Now's your chance. It's time for something special. Lock off! Finish him! Lock off!
yeah, Vanna's good.
Yeah, it seems fine.
No, you don't get it. Jump cancel.
Ah, now I do get it. Okay, I was wrong. I redacted my state.
Have you ever considered that? What if you jumped to cancel an action mid-animation, allowing you to do more actions?
Ready? Do it. Do it. Now's your chance. Lock off. Don't get cocky. Lock off. Bingo. Finish them.
Ugh. Man, I'm tired.
How tired are you? But it's only 7:40 over there. It's not like the clock got pushed back an hour. Why would you be tired? Anyway, I'm dropping a train on him. I like how Viola seems like some early aughts punk rock.
I remember this being a someone took me to task about this, but if you were to make a
Yeah?
tower or wheel of dubious character action games, would you put Blood Rain in
Yes.
that category?
Absolutely.
All of them? Like even the main franchise?
I mean, there are only 3 Blood Rain games. There's the 2 main ones, and then there's the Way Forward side scroller.
I hear the Way Forward side scroller was actually really good.
I think it's
Way
very
Forward
funny.
Your help back there.
over delivering on a thing that was supposed to be a cheap tie-in? Say what?
I was just
Blood Rain also important because it is one of Laura Bailey and Troy Baker's first roles in video games.
And they also made a movie.
They made
Uwe Boll.
Uwe Boll made multiple movies.
Yeah.
Only one of them came to theaters. They paid,
Worry about yourself, my dear. Lesson 1.
Sir
Carelessness will get
Ben
your tail
Kingsley.
snipped, kitty. Right.
Sir Ben Kingsley was also in the Prince of Persia movie.
Yeah, he was. Listen, he
Anyway.
played Gandhi in that
Did you
movie.
find it?
And he got his Academy Award early.
Yeah. And now he doesn't need to give a shit.
So the Chaos Gear was really there.
And I respect that. Because Gandhi is a really good
The
movie.
hypothesis
Even
is
Yeah,
if it's
Gandhi
also
is an
4
actual
hours
good
One
long.
of these Chaos Gears and help from Dr. Sigurd.
And even if, you know, Gandhi, the historical
Alphaverse
figure,
is just-
has his own weird...
If these little things are really so important, then
Quibbles.
I'd better hold on to them for now. Maybe a bit too heavy for your little paws, kitty.
See, she said something sassy.
Oh, don't make me say it again. My name is Viola. V-I-O-L fucking A. Viola.
Uh-huh.
I love video games. Oh shit. It's
She's really under your skin, huh, kid?
This guy, right?
this doofus.
You gotta prove yourself to her if you want to move beyond.
Oh, this is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm kind of looking forward to playing this game that we've picked for our
Oh, Legacy of the Wizard?
terrible.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
I'm-
And by fun, I mean... Fun?
by fun, I mean I'm gonna use this as an excuse to not play any of the Trails in Skies. What if this is the only Nihon Falcom game we play?
You fucker, we're gonna
like-
play so many East games. We already played an East game.
What if I say, hey, we played these 3 and we played this game? We don't need to play anymore. We've got our Nihon Falcom quotient up.
Oh yeah, he does
This-
look like
this guy-
Arden. You're right.
Yeah, this does look like Arden. Ah, yes. Ah, everybody's favorite Final Fantasy 15 character that was later expanded upon in DLC, which no one wants to talk about because God Jesus. Boy. Episode Arden, huh?
No, no one played it.
We got to talk about it at some point. I almost
Yeah,
want to
you-
say that when we do Final Fantasy 15, I almost want to advocate that we need to do episode Arden separately. Like it needs to be
No.
reviewed.
I think
its
you do
own-
all. I believe like episode Prompto, Gladio, and Ignis are all integrated into the main game now,
But not episode Arden.
but not episode Arden. Want to learn about?
Well, no, the
how-
problem with episode Arden is how they retcon a bunch of stuff, and then because
Talking
they
about predestination? Yeah.
they basically ended their plan to expand Final Fantasy 15 with additional
That's
content
right,
post-release.
the one and only L-U-K-A.
It didn't happen.
Hang on. Have we met before? I think I'd remember you, Riot Girl.
He sucks so much.
Yeah, Luca is the character everyone
Yep.
hates.
Yeah, because he's the comedic. He's the comedic relief doofus in the first 2 games. Because that's all the men in Bayonetta.
You.
Nani? My head.
It's time I got going. Gotta find that voice. Later, ladies.
Kitty, why don't you look after him for me?
Just every
What?
single
Me?
walk she does
By
is just a
myself?
strut. It's
Lesson
great.
2. Learn to fight for others, not just for yourself. I'm sure he'll give you lots of practice. And besides,
What?
you don't need my help, right?
Wait!
Oh, Bayonetta, oh! I thought you were... I just wanted to be cool. I'm one of those
point that-
ladies that people on the internet say feminists are. Oh. Sick. Now I can play as Viola. Okay, so she's got a parry instead of a dodge.
Bring it on! Get him! Over here, bonus shot! Sayonara!
So how do you feel about this? How does it feel? How do you like
It's
it?
fun. Look, I did the thing. I got a pure platinum. 'Cause I'm good at video games. Alright. Oh, that's fun. You can choose whether or not to equip moves. And she can throw her sword like it's near Automata.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Catch you sleeping!
The game everyone here loves.
I just think the first game's better than the second one.
Yeah, I'll get around to it eventually. As someone who bought Nier Replicant like 2 years ago. Oh, witch time damage only, huh?
Take him! Take your best shot! Are you kidding me? Harry to bear. You're up. Come back, Josh.
Come on.
Are you having fun?
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm not Like you playing the worst games, hating yourself.
I mean, it's a living.
Except
It's a way
when
to
I am
live.
doing exactly that.
I mean, you don't deserve happiness. I'm sorry. Ugh. I think I'm gonna play some. I think I know what I
Uh-huh.
really need to get my shit together and stop doing all of these bad adventure games and start doing my podcast assignments.
Yeah.
I don't know how many playthroughs I'm gonna play of Drazzle Family.
Why does this song sound like 2010 Paramore? I think that's the intent. I think this is absolutely trying to do that. How many members of the Drazzle family are there? There's Mama Drazzle, Daddy Drazzle, Sister Drazzle.
Son Drazzle. There's Grandma, Grandpa, and then the dog.
Come on.
You're gonna pay. Carry to bear. Bring it on. You kidding me? Bring it on. Hold that. My turn now. Bring it on! All you, Big C! Over here, Cheshire!
It's definitely a much tighter window for the parry.
I mean, that's usually the case with the parry-based characters.
Yeah. It's a little more Metal Gear Rising, honestly.
Do you say that as a compliment?
Mostly, yeah.
You got it! Bring it in, big guy! Too easy! Come back, Chesh! Take your best shot! Yeah!
Ah.
My turn now!
So you said you wanted to do some more Extra Life stuff this week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Too easy!
What if we just did a come see my whole group thing?
No. We gotta give the people, and by the people I mean the children, what they paid for.
God.
Gotta put on a show. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is deeply annoying.
Oh, I see.
So I can't hit this thing unless I'm in witch time. But since it's a ranged monster,
You know what this kind of reminds me of? Dante's Inferno, when you got to the stages of hell where you had to do specific things to beat the enemies.
yeah, I mean this is optional, but I'm going to do it because it's my pride as a gamer.
Can we talk about how it's a dick laser? It's a phallic-shaped
I did
laser
it.
beam.
I defeated the dick laser. Oh, no, there was another wave of enemies.
Uh-oh.
Alas.
Let's do it again.
Yeah. Who the hell do you think I am? Simon, yours is the drill that will pierce the heavens.
You're not normally a 100% gamer.
No, but I like these games.
Over here, Cheshire.
See, I did it. I just had to summon the big cat. Big the cat, one might say.
Ah, yes, Big the Cat, everybody's Sonic Adventure stage where we have to go fishing.
Hey,
Do that
Sega,
fucking
Sega,
fishing
Sega
minigame.
made a lot of fishing.
Yeah, but it's the worst Sega fishing thing they've
Yes.
ever done. Like, Sega Bass Pro is good. Big's the Cat's fishing sequence sucks so much.
Yeah.
Still amazed to this day that they didn't just get the Sega Bass team to make that fishing sequence. Like, the fishing in Ocarina of Time is a better time than Big's the Cat's fishing shit.
Yeah, Big the cat.
Big the Cat.
What if I told you that Sonic Frontiers apparently has a fishing game?
I wonder if Sonic Frontiers has a space area level.
I hope so. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that is bullshit. You're right.
Oof.
Yeah. Talk about a big oof. Is that what the kids say?
No, I was gonna actually side with you. That entire boss sequence didn't look fun.
No. It's because I... Yes.
My turn now. Tiger Tail. Take your best shot. You kidding me?
What is up with these weird Eva-looking alien things?
They're not angels or devils. They're weird bioweapons that fight time.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, you know. And it's a multiverse game.
Ah. So what you're saying is Shaggy and Velma will be in this game
Yeah, it's a multiverses game. Yeah.
with Arya Stark.
I thought you were gonna say, oh, does that mean that Tobey Maguire is gonna be in this?
Yeah. Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus.
Yeah, you know, the favorites. I'm not gonna try this again.
And you call yourself a real gamer?
Anyway,
Hey, you make fun of me when I give up on challenges and don't do well.
yeah, but the difference is I also make fun of you when you stick to something terrible for too long. And rather than spend my time on stream having a bad time, what if I didn't do that and had a better time? For both myself and my audience.
Take off! Catch you sleeping! Too easy. Beyblade! My turn now.
See, now that I'm in an actual combat scenario, I'm carrying shit no problem.
Beyblade!
Good night, Nico. Have a good one.
Night.
Through a dart. Pure platinum, baby. I could probably call it here.
Yeah, I think I've got a nice vertical slice, as the kids say,
Yeah.
of this game. Is it more than just this Great Wall of China looking thing? Oh, hey, there's a good game. Tokyo Mirage Sessions
Yeah.
FE
Kwai-Dan
Encore.
Azuma
Fucking
Matter
holy
story.
shit. I mean, we don't need to talk about it. Let's talk about... Oh,
Talk
man.
about Triangle Strategy, a game I will
man.
one day get back to. Could play
Were you the one that lost your physical... Oh, wow. Collection of mana.
Yeah. Am I the one whose N64 was stolen?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. My
Ah.
brother brought the N64 with him to college his freshman year, and he thinks it was stolen by someone in the dorms.
Yeah, I get... you have the game, the Fire Emblem that you can no longer buy.
Are
Correct.
we doing any more Extra Life stuff this month? Well, I have
Oh,
great news.
boy.
This Friday, November 11th, Veterans Day, to celebrate
we're
all of the
breaking
veterans.
He roped me into this. We're playing
And-
Mario Party?
No, absolutely not. Disgusting. We are going to play Aliens Colonial Marines 4-player co-op.
Without the
From,
correction.
what is it, 5 Pacific to 10?
5 hours.
5 hours. Look, Paper Mario, what a great game. What a much better game than Super Mario RPG.
I literally can't muster my normal talking points about what you're saying, just because 5 hours of Alien Colonial Marines.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have fun. We're probably gonna beat it, honestly. It's not that long.
How long is that game? Let me look this up.
Let's look it up on how long to beat.
Alien Colonial Marines. 7 to 9 hours.
Yeah, we'll beat it. We'll beat it. It's fine. Because even if we don't beat it on stream, that'll definitely be a donation incentive.
Yeah, we just keep going, but we just flip to another stream.
Yeah.
Fuck me, dude. I cannot believe. Admittedly, I bought that game for what, $10 as part of a package? What was
As
it?
part of a package of much better Disney-related games.
I think at this point now I have like 3 copies of KOTOR. So if
Yeah.
you want a copy of KOTOR, ask.
I already gave away the copy of KOTOR I got. So I also got AVP 2010, which is another dubious FPS. So please look forward to that this Friday, 5 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe it is going to be on the Giant Bomb chat, but if not, it's going to be probably on the Giant Bomb Discord's Twitch channel.
Then we're not going to do some sort of weird. I'm going to stream. You're going to stream. We're all streaming. Like we don't need to do like a stream share thing that like Gina was talking about, right?
No.
Okay.
We can just stream our perspectives and have a good time.
Oh God, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? It's gonna hurt.
You know what else is going to hurt? Being a child in a children's hospital that we're raising money for. This Friday.
Bye.
Bye.